I can see you.
Yeah, you frozen.
Oh yeah, you are
frozen.
frozen.
We have to call. Hey, we're going to call him Elsa from now on. Change his name real quick.
Damn.
Change man's name. Change man's name to Elsa real quick. I don't need this.
Hold on.
Hey, did you check? Did you pay your bills? You pay your internet bill?
Man,
yeah. Hey, you got that 2004. You got that 2004 phone plan, but with internet, you can only video chat with 2 niggas at a per month.
Cricket Wireless.
Yeah. You remember minutes? You remember minutes on cell phones? This is the same thing. It's the same thing. It's
bro. Shut up. You go poop yourself. You look like the black dude from Johnny Tsunami, bro. You look like Jet Jackson, nigga.
That's exactly what I'm going for right now.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what I'm going for right now. I love that.
Are you sure? You have Greendale Community College shirt on. Yeah. So you have to be Donald Glover.
Yeah, bro, I'm saying.
Right. Hey, right now I'm Donald Glover, but I'm Atlanta Donald Glover. Nigga looking rough, can't get ends meet, just broke. That's me.
You got a daughter?
I mean, somebody be calling me daddy, but that's another conversation for another day.
That's fair.
I just missed out on one of those, boy. I tell you.
She don't call me that. My girlfriend respects me. No, she don't call me that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
but
that.
If she respects you?
Yeah.
You don't even prefer pronoun as daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Hey, that's child. Hey, no, I'm good. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Man.
Yeah, let's get this started because I know Wes has a dinner date. He's got a smash and grab.
Yeah,
right. Also, why's your name incorrect on here? You have a good name.
How do I change my name? I feel like a grandpa.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, he knows my name. It's all good.
It's his girl's birthday.
It's my girl's birthday. We're gonna change my name. White Hose West. That's
it. There it is.
White Hose.
All right. I'm ready. Everything's set now. I like the names. I like the group. I like everything that's going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to introduce us, Omar?
Yeah, I can do that. Thanks to everybody for tuning in on this very special episode of Open the Mic, Season 2, episode something. I don't remember. We are here with myself, Omar Finley, Jeremiah, Wes, White Hose Wes. I don't know why he would ever put that up there. That's disrespectful to women. And our very, very special guest, Marcus Bond, a.k.a. Elsa, because he was frozen when we were getting this stuff. Marcus, thank you so very much for being on the show, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Man.
Marcus, I don't know you very well, but you look a lot like Lando Calrissian. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the
mustache. Thank you, bro. That's what I'm going for. Man. Lando's a smooth brother.
He is smooth, that's for sure.
Smooth man.
He's one of the smoothest brothers in history, hands down.
Yeah.
You think he was trying to put the moves on Leia or what? You think he was like that?
Trying to.
Yeah.
That's old news for Lando.
Lando smashed before the whole series started. Y'all didn't know. Hey, come on, let's do this dipple. Yeah. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Royal visit. Man with a cape. Man had a cape. Me and my coworker just talking. I want a cape. I have one, but I don't like it. It's like a Desperado cape. Like I should have it like a
Liberace
six revolver. Yeah. I need a flamboyant stepping on niggas cape.
Like a Don Juan just cape on the side, where it's like over the shoulder.
Yes. I want to part that thing to like make my presence known when I'm talking to people who are beneath me.
A luchador.
Nah. Luchadors. Those are the only people in history who wear capes. Those are the only people in history who can wear capes
like
and still get stolen.
I'm cupcaking with y'all. I'm cupcaking. I want FaceTime with my niggas. You know?
Hey, when we said this podcast was gonna be laid back, what do you mean like that? All right.
Yeah.
Dog. Mark is about to pull out a bottle of wine and a Boomerang DVD next.
I'm about to-
He got the Netflix and chill our asses on this podcast.
Wait, Marcus.
Huh?
Both of your hands are either on your chest or behind your head. How are you holding the phone?
What is going on?
Whoa.
Dude is excited to see us physically.
Yeah.
Omar's a pretty cool fucker, I ain't gonna lie.
It's a laptop.
Oh, it's a laptop.
Yeah.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Let me guess. Your phone's on a tripod, isn't it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is an iMac.
Oh, okay.
Hey, don't disrespect the game.
Laptops.
We got laptops.
I'm
Laptops.
You must have got more than one stimulus check for that iMac, all right?
I got two.
I
I stole my girlfriend's and then I stopped talking to her. I pulled an African prince on her.
Hey, good job, King. Good job, King.
No.
You gotta secure the PS5 in the games somehow.
Look, you got Wes in trouble. He's over there like, what? No. What I'm talking about stealing stimulus check from my girl? No. He's stealing over here.
I wouldn't steal from you.
Happy birthday.
Look at Wes. Oh,
Hey, man, we about to get Wes in trouble, man.
I gotta go. But happy birthday, Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Izzy.
Happy birthday, Izzy. Thanks for letting us steal Wes for literally 2 seconds. I hope she saw the screen name. She gonna have some explaining.
I got the AirPods in, but I'm gonna let her know.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Now it's
That's beautiful. One of the hosts of the show. I literally was like, I just want to see your face one time before we really get it kicked off. Marcus, real talk. How have you been though?
Exhausted, bro. It's been 2020. I've been feeling every piece of it.
And every piece of it.
You know? Yeah, man. 2020's been rough. Jobs, death, gore, sickness. You know, everybody got somebody. You know what I mean? So, just doing the best I can. Comedy's coming back, so it's on the upswing. Birthday's coming up, Christmas, the holidays.
Yes.
So, things are looking up. But as a whole, bro, nigga, stressed.
I will say, I think it's important to be positive. I think for me, I try to stay as positive as possible during this time, just because it's stressful.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best thing to happen to you comedically in 2020?
I stopped. I took a step back. Yeah, it came back to me, and then I'm like living life, and then trying to come back. I feel like I'm just a different person doing stand up now. That, and then, and I don't know. Yeah, this experience without stand up made me better at stand up.
Yeah. I can feel that. I feel that because, we get so caught in I want to say rat race, but we get so caught up in the grind before everything, I know you were doing it 4, 5, 6 nights a week. Me, Jeremiah, and the No Show team, we were doing that. Plus, starting mics and other projects. So it's been a blessing to actually been able to kind of slow down and get to live normal. Well, as normal as you can life. But I mean, I feel like for the last 3 months, it's been pretty normal-ish, all things considering. I've taken some trips, seen the family. So yeah, I agree. On stage now, you kind of have a different. You're more. I feel like we're almost more more relatable now because we're not just comedians.
Yeah.
We're coming back.
Yeah, you start to, when you have that time away from it, you kind of remember why you love it and why you started doing it in the first place. Because for me, I was in a slump comedically in terms of writing before the pandemic happened, and I thought with this pandemic it's over for me. But since it's happened, it's been a lot easier to write because now I'm sitting down of it's not what is funny, it's just what is my truth, what is something that I need to tell people, rather than I have to write this because that's gonna be funny. It's more of, I'm a black nerd. What's the humor in that? how can I turn that into a half hour?
Right.
I think I also gotten to start playing around with old stuff and like, because like for me, it got to the point where like I was making so much new material, I couldn't even focus on like even jokes that were good, even jokes that were ready to like. I would be like, oh, this is if I needed to be recorded, I would do this. I still didn't get to like look at them and like really let them breathe with me because I'm hosting X, Y, and Z, so people are coming to see me as Omar from No Show, as the host of No Show. They were coming to see me, so I had to be fresh. So like I like it because like now like it's been almost a year that some people see me, and then like I could do stuff that I wrote last year or right before the pandemic, or things that like I might have done once or a few times, maybe like a 2-week run, and then had to shelf because it was good enough and I could move on. And like I'm really figuring out and fleshing out ideas that like I didn't have enough time to now. Now that there's no stakes, it's not like before where like, hey, I'm hitting this open mic because I got this show this month, like in a week and a half, and I got this show I'm producing. Right now, I kind of like it where it's really low stakes. It's like, man, I'm gonna just do this open mic, but there's not that many big shows, especially around here, showcases that are going on. I was blessed to do Sean Patton's show, opened up for him, and like, I just ran some hits, but like that's the only. Yeah, Sean.
How'd you do?
Boy, I laid down that comedy daddy like, man. It was great. And like I had met Sean, like a year and a half ago, when he was in New Orleans, and then when No Show went up to for the second time in New York, I met him again. So, and he had already met Terrence multiple times before that. So it was like it's kind of like we had a rapport, and it was really cool. Just kind of seeing him and seeing him kind of work out. But yeah, I loved it. It was I feel like this opening up for him was one of my comedy goals as a like Louisiana comic. So because like I like his style so much, and like he's a profound like storyteller comedian, which I feel like I'm a storyteller comedian too. So I loved it.
Cool. That's what's up. I remember I called you when I found out you were on the show, and I'm like, man, knock that shit out. That's it.
Yes.
Yes. Congrats and go have fun.
Yeah. I mean, again, I appreciate that, man, because it was good. It was a good time. But I mean, like, but seriously, that's like the only high stakes thing that's been around for me. And there's only a few other high stakes stuff. So it's been nice just to be able to go to open mics and really be open, like use them as a workout room, like in all sincerity and honesty. Like
that's what I'm doing. I do 30 minutes every other Friday at this restaurant. And I used to work at this restaurant, and the owner hit me up like, yo, I'm trying to do music and comedy. Would you like to be the comedy portion? And you contact another comic. And so the first few weeks I did it, it was just me. I would just do I'd do 15 up top, then I'd do a different 15 later. And now I'm bringing other people into it, but there's like maybe 6 people in the crowd, 7 people in the crowd. And
that's amazing.
It's just I'm in the gym, bro, just getting these punchlines out, making sure my timing is great, making sure I can just, with no audience, be sure that my timing is down. You know what I mean? And
you're authentic too.
Yeah.
If anyone in the podcast is listening to the podcast wants to see you do that, where would that be?
It's a Maxwell vegan restaurant on Magazine Street, uptown by the zoo. It's every other Friday, so not this Friday. Well, not this upcoming Friday, but the one after.
So Black Friday, the most racist Friday in the year.
That's right. The Friday I'm gonna be chilling at home, not getting a PS5, not even trying to get a PS5. Who needs a PS5?
I need a PS5.
Doesn't matter.
I'm most definitely. Even though I'm busy as fuck, I still need the PS5 in my arsenal so I can show off to my guys when they come over.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's just how I live. I don't know how you live. That's how I live. I like to have the new stuff. I get it from my daddy. Yeah, I get it from my dad. I'm not gonna lie.
If it's a gift, maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas and then not get it, but maybe mom and dad would be like, all right, here you go.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't asked for a Christmas present in a while. You know what I mean? It's been, it's been socks for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
I ask for very specific things now for Christmas, like something that like it's still like a want, but like I don't want to buy it for myself. Mm-hmm. Like it would be great. Like last year, I was like, hey, only thing I want, Mom, I want something that Bel Air Athletics line from Will Smith, and she caught me that, and it was like it's like a $50 hoodie. Like that was a great gift.
Yeah.
So
that's where I'm at too, because I really want a Dutch oven. But you know how much expensive a Dutch oven is?
It's $3 bills.
Bro, it's like $200. Yeah, those shits are expensive.
Like, I ain't doing that, dog.
Like I swear I saw them at like a what do you call it? A Goodwill before for like $4.99. Then I went to the retail store and I was like, yeah, this is too expensive for my taste, bro. Mm-hmm. So that might be one.
A Dutch oven.
Yeah.
You ain't want nothing else.
PS5, Dutch oven.
PS5, Dutch oven. You're a man who has priorities. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I would have laughed a little bit harder if you said air fryer, but I don't think black people don't believe in air fryers. Like,
no, I don't at all.
Last year, my girl's parents got an air fryer for Christmas, and I went over, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna cook with the air fryer." I was like, "How you fry stuff in air? That don't make no kind of logical sense to me."
Nope.
And of course, that thing was trash. And tried to do some tenders, tried to do the chickens in it, whack. Tried to do the fries in it, whack. I ain't never seen no family get so disheartened about it. I was just cracking jokes, and then ended up having to fry it in the pan. And guess what? Mwah, we love
and like the old-fashioned Earl.
Earl, yeah, man.
Old-fashioned Earl.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask, because kind of in relationship with this year with comedy, like everyone's had a different journey, but I think your journey especially has been kind of wild. Because right before the pandemic, you did what most, if not all, Louisiana comedians should do, which is leave and get out. Like, and you went to one of the meccas of comedy in the country, Chi-Town, and you were doing pretty well up there. And now that you are you kind of made a journey back, how's your view on leaving Louisiana to pursue stand up, and now that you're back and it looks like you're trying to make more roots here again? What was that like? How did that realization come about?
It was validating, man. It was validating. Having your favorite joke and then having somebody that, like a JFL New Face go, "That's funny as fuck." And I'm like, okay, I respect you. You've already got the thing. And then for you to be like, "Yo, that's one of the funnier jokes I've heard." I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I'm doing it right. I know what it's like to grind in a bigger scene now. Like, you hear about it on podcasts with everybody talking about, "Oh, do it 3 times a day, 4 times a day, this many times a week." And then you hear about that, but once you get into it and you do it, I learned that I can, I learned that I can grind like that. I can work a job in the morning, and then I worked at a coffee shop, and my day started at 6:30, and then they ended at 3. Mike started at around 5, and then unless you go to a coffee shop one.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Mike started at 5, and I'd be out till 1:30, and then back at work again. And it was cool to be able to just do that and grind. And then Fridays I would go to Zany's. It was cool to be there. It was cool to be there. And now I'm back here and I'm thinking, shit, let's try to build some cool shows like they had.
Yeah.
Break out of the whole hey, we have a show this at the same time. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Have more shows,
What was the coolest hole in the wall show that you had or that you saw?
It was what is it? Shithole. That's what it's called.
I've heard that one.
Yeah, Shithole. It's in the attic of this person's house, and they run a tight show. Everybody gets 4 minutes. It's pretty much open mic. It's a booked open mic. 4 minutes, and then the lights turn off, and then they just run up. "Hey, here's your next person," and then the next person jumps up. 4 minutes, no fluff. The host doesn't do time. There's art.
No time at all.
No time at all. Zero time.
Not even like up top, like in the beginning, like no host set.
Nope. He just says, "Welcome to the house. Here comes the show. Here's the first comedian," and then like just boom, 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 intermission.
Damn.
Boom, 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 boom. Just 9 up top, intermission, then another 9. There's like 18 comics on that show, and they fly through it. They pack it out. It's disgusting in there. Like there's this like art everywhere. There's trash everywhere. Yeah, it's a real grungy show. And the one time I went, I used to go there just to watch, and then one time I submitted for it, I got on. And the time I got on, fucking Bob Odenkirk was there. He was there with his wife, just front row, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Bob from Better Call Saul. Yeah, and so it was just cool to see like that little tiny show have this superstar, like best show on television, main actor just sitting in the front row. Mm-hmm. So that was the coolest hole in the wall show I've seen, for sure.
That's wild. I was getting on Laugh Factory up there. How was that? What was that like? Was that like a bucket list item for you, or was it like, yeah.
It was cool to have a laugh, go to the back of the room and come back to you. You know, like have a laugh. You get the laugh, like, all right, that's the laugh, and then it keeps going. Because the room's big. I'm like, oh well, man, ain't nothing like that. You know,
this different.
it's different. And then the light sucked because no one told me about it, where the light was. The light was just the little light in the corner, and I didn't know, so I ran down a little bit. First time up, I ran the shit out of the light. Like 2 minutes.
That's their fault though. That's their fault. They don't tell you where the light's gonna be. That's their fault.
It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. They were like, "That's fine. You're funny." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then it's not like I couldn't go back. It was cool. The first show I got on was my roommate. He ran this roast battle show, and so he got me on there to roast Keegan Connell. I roasted Keegan. Yeah,
love Keegan. I saw him a few months ago. Did I tell you about that? I saw him in the airport, and he was going back to Chicago. Mm-hmm. I was going to Dallas, and that same morning, I was turning down a position in Chicago. Wow. And I was at the time I saw Keegan, I didn't decide to turn it down yet. I was still up in the air, but I was kind of like 65%. I'm gonna turn this down. 35%. I'm gonna take it. And then I seen Keegan, and I was like, we were just chit chatting. I ended up getting us free chicken salads. I don't know how the lady in the New Orleans airport liked me, and she's like, "Here you go. Here's an extra chicken salad." And we're sitting there having a little drink, and he was just telling me about the scene and stuff, and he convinced me not to move. He was like, "I think I'm coming back," and I was like, "Well, I'm not going. You're not there." Yeah,
man. Hey,
he tipped the scales.
It works, man. Going to Zanies was fun. Every Friday.
So do you, since you came back now and you're like going to make your roots here, do you have any plans to leave again, or are you going to do more like, what's your like philosophy now on like Louisiana comedy versus bigger scenes? Like, do you think it's necessary for you to go out and to reach your ultimate goal, or you think you can like cultivate something within Southern Louisiana and then use that to springboard you somewhere else?
Yes, you could do it here. I think there needs to be clubs. Because there's guys like Chad Daniels. You know Chad Daniels? Born and raised Minnesota, never left, highest paid comedian off streaming. Chad Daniels. From just getting on satellite radio, getting on, like, he's got millions of views on Spotify and whatnot. He's on every single, if you go on an airplane and type it and go for like their comedy radio, it's him. And he just works the clubs. I think Acme Comedy Club in Minnesota. He barely tours. He just lives in Minnesota and did it there, never moved. You got, what's your boy's name? Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Nashville. He went away for a little bit, but I think that was just because he got late night. You know what I mean? I think that's what we didn't really need to, because he was working, doing all the clubs in Nashville. So I think if we get clubs and you're able to work, you can get some of that stuff. But I mean, Yeah.
Do you
got to dip out? I mean, that's where the shows are.
Do you think it's just clubs, or do we need to get like talent scouts out down here more? Do you think it's either one or both? Is I guess my question.
I think clubs so that you can eat, so you can do all comedy, not really have the day job, be able to be a starving artist as a comedian down here. You're gonna need a club to feed you. Like I worked at that coffee shop, and there was this girl that worked there part time, and her full time was she taught at Second City, and then she would host and feature for like Zanies and Laugh Factory, and that was her money. She wasn't bogged down every day from a job that's not comedy.
Yeah.
In order for us to be able to do that and commit to it, then you're going to need a club that's paying people and feeding people.
Outside of having a club, what is something that you learned or that you experienced from Chicago comedy that you want Louisiana to implement, or that you yourself would want to bring to Louisiana comedy?
I would say acceptance in a way. Because Chicago's so big, man. You can get banned from a show, but there's 2,000 other shows you can do. Like that's weird to me when somebody has a bad interaction with somebody. Even like people that have records, you know what I mean? Like really fucked up shit will come to the show and they're like, all right, well, they haven't been here in months because we said they'll come back. We're gonna let them back. That's an interesting thing that we're here. Like it's like, no, you can't do comedy.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely get shadow banned.
Yeah.
But I think there is something to be said largely about like acceptance of like different styles of comedy, as long as it doesn't.
Yeah.
As long as it's funny, I mean, that's kind of like the way I balance the scales. Hey, if a man's funny, a lot of stuff will slide. Now, if it's obviously like racist, homophobic, xenophobic, yeah. But I mean, just risky comedy. Like I've seen risky comedy that's none of those things, and people still have gotten blackballed. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
Awful jokes in Chicago, bro. Some just groaners, just bad to be bad. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, that's bad. Yeah, and I'm like, whatever, next guy. And this is at the most PC mic you could go to. They're like, the hosts go up like, oh, that was rough. All right, your next guy. Like they don't say that person will never come back. The audience does that. The feeling that they have afterwards from bombing that hard does that.
Yeah.
As opposed to everyone else doing it.
But, man, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, just me and my friends would sit down and watch like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. Like we can just tell, like straight white dude named Mitchell. I'm like, Mitchell's gonna be talking that shit. Whatever,
I like watching that stuff though. I think it's such a breath of fresh air at the mics, at the shows, when you got those guys that like you just like, I don't know what they're gonna say, but it's gonna be wild and probably bad, but I need it. Like just as a comedian, just like it just kind of like shocks me to wake up a little bit and be like, ooh, how did you think of that? Why would you think that?
Yeah. It could be bad in that direction, and then it could be bad in like the full-on self-deprecating depression way. Where I'm like, are they okay? Like they're not okay.
You need a therapist, sir.
Yeah, you need a therapist. Like
I'm not gonna lie, I hate that shit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those out there too, and we're just, of course, we're in the group chat talking about like I give them a week, just.
I think that like you have people, you have like good comedians that are talented that can talk about their mental health issues, but they make it funny.
Yes.
And the only thing that some people who are new they take out of that is that he's talking about his depression, and people laugh at that. No, they're laughing at the humor of it.
They don't understand all the work and effort that's put into making it palpable
and this is like for me as a
normal people.
Personally, if I don't think you're okay, I'm not gonna laugh.
Yeah, I used to do a bit. I still do it, but it took a long time to like kind of figure it out. but I was talking about like the way like I used to get beat as a kid by my mom, and I was doing it in front of like all white audiences, and they'd be like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "This is a joke." Like you know, like of course I'm okay. Like I'm having fun, but like that was the only time like I experienced that. I was like, people were like,
"Yeah."
I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh. I'm like, yeah, no, come on. And it took a minute to figure that one out. And black audiences, it was a hit no matter what. They were like,
of course, yeah, no pun intended, a hit.
No, a hit. because my mom used to do my mom used to make me strip like butt ass booty, naked.
Did she hit you outside fresh out of the shower?
She also hit me fresh out of the shower, but that was when I was older. Because she was sneak dissing. No, as a child, my mom got me. My mom would make me strip butt, booty, ass naked.
Wasn't like turn around.
Then no, put your hands on your dresser. So I had a dresser that was like, and it was like I was in prison. And my mom worked in the prison, so this is where she had to have gotten it. I was like, this is insane. Like, dog, yeah. I told that shit to some white people. They were like, where's your mother? Like,
my parents, see, my mom, when she beat me, she was very syllabic with her beating. So she would beat on each individual word. And she was sweet. She would let me choose the belt. So it wasn't as bad.
No,
I'd have to choose a leather belt. But
you
didn't pick that. You didn't get the one that was like braided. You know what I'm talking about? The one with
you know
talking about that one of those.
I grabbed my dad's leather belt and I'd call it a day.
Well, my mom, what she would do, I could choose, but the way she did it was she would do like maybe like, this is for talking too much in school. And then she goes, now how old are you? And I'd be like 6. And then she gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you already gave me the appetizer ass whooping. I don't need entree or dessert. Like
not 19, huh?
Yeah, no, that ain't 6. That's like 15 right there. Yeah. You know? That's what I get so upset about. Man. Yeah, man. I remember one time. So I had she had beat me, but like what had happened was I was trying to be a soldier. So she hit me and she was like, "You learned your lesson?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." And so I was walking down the hall and I was like, "That didn't hurt, Doc," because I was a big Bugs Bunny fan. I thought I said that shit under my breath. My mama heard it. It was a terrible time. It was a terrible time to be alive. I said, God damn. That was probably the worst whooping I've ever had. The back-to-back, like LeBron in the finals, it was insane. I said, that didn't hurt, Doc. Beat the shit out of my ass.
That didn't hurt, Doc?
Damn. Yeah, I thought I said it under my breath.
You lost your mind, bro.
I was trying to be funny.
Read the room, man. Read the room.
Hurt, Doc. She couldn't believe it, bro. She must have thought the TV was on.
And then after that, I don't know about if y'all parents did this, but then I would still get punished. Like I'd have punishment afterwards.
Right.
Like a jail sentence. It was a jail sentence. It wasn't even a punishment. It was a jail sentence.
Oh yeah.
Like, and my mom, I hated the most was she would be like, "Yeah, you're on punishment." How long?
Tough. I feel like you've learned your lesson.
One day you just wake up, and when you like kind of tried to look at the TV, she wouldn't say nothing, and then you knew you were off punishment.
Pretty
but
much.
Technically, I've been on punishment for 20 years because I don't think she let me off 2 of them.
Right.
Sure.
It's the crazy thing is like she'll beat you, and then you'll turn around, and she'll be like, "All right, you're punished. Now get out of my room."
Yeah.
Man, I remember one time I got punished so bad I didn't understand like what people were talking about in sports at school. They were like, "Did you see Kemba Walker?" I was like, "Yo, who's Kemba Walker?" I didn't know Kemba. I didn't know Kyrie.
Oh no!
They're over there talking like, "Oh, this is the best ball handler of all time." I'm like, "Who is this? I can't watch. No, I can't watch TV."
No.
Yeah.
my mama had the fear of God in me on my punishments too. Like at school, I'd be like, I can't watch this. They'd be like, why? It's like, I'm on punishment. That's in the corner. My mama had eyes everywhere.
Man, I believe it.
If I was punished before, like during 9/11, I probably wouldn't have found that shit out either.
Oh, you didn't know.
I would have never known. I'd be a denier. I'd be like, nah, that shit didn't happen.
Why is everybody crying? Everybody mama spanked them too at the same time?
Hey, my mama, 9/11, my mom didn't pick me up for school. I still feel fucked up about it. I was like, you ain't gonna get me? Yeah. Your parents picked y'all up?
I think I was at home during 9/11.
I got picked up.
Because I was homeschooled.
But I'm much younger than you. I think I was 2002, 7 years old. Right? 2002?
2001.
2001.
6 years old. I was 6 years old.
Sir. Nah.
What? Nigga, I know the date. I know. Fuck the year. You know, who cares about the year, nigga? I'll get tested on the year every year. 2001. We get 9/11 every year. We gotta remember that shit. We don't need a 2001.
I remember it was 19 years ago, so I was like 8.
Yeah.
I was like 8. Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny. So, hey, I feel like you've been embracing Twitter a little bit more during 2020. Getting your Twitter game, especially in the last few weeks, I've been dying. Every time I see a tweet by you, yeah. Is that you getting your jokes off, or is that you just living a wild life? Like, are you trying to like work that into your stand up or what?
Man, eventually, I'm trying to learn how to get into just putting a joke on Twitter. Normally I just go on Instagram and we'll just type out a joke with a black screen and just kind of joke around like that. That's my go-to. And it doesn't really translate to Twitter yet. So I'm trying to just say something on Twitter, crack one joke, one or two, but none of them for my act at all. Well,
now I'm doing the opposite. I'm starting to actually just put up a little bit, like not necessarily premises, but not necessarily just jokes, just like funny observations. And I put them on Twitter, and if they get a little bit of traction, I think they get a couple of likes or whatever. Then I'll put them up on another platform, like on my Instagram. I started to do the black tile with some of them. Like a lot of them are my premises for host sets. So they're like jokes that I don't do for my normal act. There's jokes that like I thought of for like, this would be fun to do when I'm hosting tomorrow. And then I'll put them up on the gram and then get comments and whatever. And then that's like a kind of running diary of my like B-sides basically.
Yeah.
Except the Dolly Parton one. The Dolly Parton one, that one, that lived in my heart. And that's a 5-6 minute bit right now. I thought that shit, I was like, I hate this hoe.
Yeah. No, I like the game Twitter that Twitter gives everybody. Like the most recent one is name something that's black. Let's say name something that's not black but feels black to you. Like, yeah. I was having a good time with that one, bro. Or what was another one? Something that's not a sport but feels like it should be.
Like a Scooby.
Yeah.
That one. Or they'd be like, "Hey, what's a quote you say from the X show or X thing out loud all the time?"
Yeah. What lyric of this song do you? Or what lyric of this from this artist do you say out loud all the time? I like doing the games. Like Twitter will just give you games to do. It's like playing Cranium. You know what I mean? It's like playing.
It gets the wheels spinning for sure.
I think my favorite one that I saw was what is what you hear when a white person says you got me bent. Like when a white person's like when a white person's like you got me messed up. What do they say? And for me, it was funny because they're like, now slow down, partner.
Hold your horses. Pick a minute. Look at
God, pick a minute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hey, man. I can't with y'all. Wait, one cotton pick a minute. I said something about picking cotton the other day. I forgot what it was about. Oh. I was talking about like stuff in your mask, like stuff for your bra. And someone was like, would you stuff it with cotton balls or something? I said a person of my shade of color, it's illegal for us to pick any kind of cotton. And I was dying in my room. I can make myself laugh so easily, and I know it annoys Terrence so much.
Same here.
I be tweeting shit. I be giggling.
I'm like, what? Y'all? Yeah. I'm joking. Right now. Yeah.
I think that's why I like your comedy so much, because I think you and me and Jeremiah, we all have the same like philosophy. Like, hey, we gotta be having a good time up there. It's not like if I can't laugh at a joke or I don't like that joke, I'm not gonna be sounding that up on stage.
No.
So like every joke I like, I like it. It makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't write those jokes though that don't make you laugh, but are structurally sound and check out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are mad important.
Now I'm at the point now where I do the jokes that make me laugh, and then the premises that are interesting. Right. That there's no joke in it. There's just I'm really interested in exploring this topic, but those are a lot harder for me to flesh out. Mm-hmm. It takes me a little bit longer, and I need a lot more time with it. But I do enjoy those. I enjoy those a lot.
Right. For me, I tend to write a ton of jokes I don't care about at all, like with no ton of soulless jokes, like popsicle stick jokes or one-liners, or just like
Laffy Taffy jokes.
Yeah, set up, tag, turn around, just a quick reverse joke, all the time, just to keep myself sharp. Mm-hmm. So that way, when it and I'll do that as like an exercise,
Mm-hmm.
Write jokes, and then I go to my notebook and see what I was interested in. That way, when I get to it, I'm already in like this joke writing mindset, and I'm like, okay, let's now write something I care about. Mm. So I'll always write some terrible, awful jokes.
You revel in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like doing footwork drills.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very technical. I've never been a technical stand-up.
No, yeah, that's just a me thing. I've always been a writer, almost like old school in a way. Sometimes
I think comedy in itself is like the NFL, where like you have some cats that are like Alvin Kamara that have to do their balance work, where you're on the yoga ball and somebody's throwing tennis balls at you. You got to get that training in. You got other people like Pat Mahomes, where it just happens. Like you get up and you just throw.
Well, he be doing that.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes he on practice for shit. I know that.
What did Randy Moss say? He said, "I don't stretch on game days. I just wake up ready."
That's
wake up ready. I wake up ready. Now I don't do that. Like I write, but I don't force anything. It's very hard for me to force stuff.
Right. I can't just go. I can't.
What?
Not.
I love doing that.
I will say if I've invited a lot of friends and I know some friends are there, I'll just talk to them on riff. But if it's like
you feel the spirit,
I guess if
it's a crowd of people I don't know, then I'm sticking to my set.
Oh no, I'm the bigger the crowd, the more emboldened I feel to just do whatever the hell I want. Especially if I know my bit I'm about to hit. Mm-hmm. I'm about to have a good old time. Mm-hmm. I'm about to see what's up, and then I'll sit there in the back of the room. Like, so if I'm third, first set I'm sitting in the audience watching, or second set, host set or whatever, I'm in the back of the room. I'm looking at who's engaging with the host, who's engaging with that first guy, and then the person right before me, I'm behind the stage, looking at my okay, this is the bit I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Okay, that person was right over here. Okay, what if they move? I got like 3 people that I know I'm going to direct my attention to, because I know they either are talkers or like pseudo hecklers or whatever. They're going to give me a little bit of engagement, and then I'll be like, all right, do I want to play around with them a lot, or do you want to, whatever? Especially if the material before kind of like stepped on the toes of my material. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sitting here sniping people,
right?
Observing the crowd. I love that. That's so fun to me.
Maybe, man.
Oof. Read the room. It's like reading the defense, man.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll do it more often now, but it's like a choice. Like I'm like, okay, and now I'm not doing material. I'm just like, hey, you, what's going on? But I can't just. I'm not happy enough there to just accidentally end up doing it.
Well, I feel like this. I'm only doing that way on book shows. Open mics. I'm not trying to. I'll do those maybe a little bit, but especially if it's an open mic where I'm really trying to get through a premise and see what's going on, I don't have time to deal with you. If you say something to me, I'm gonna make you feel stupid, and then I'm gonna keep going on my set.
Right.
I love that. I love striking fear in that man's heart, thinking he thought he was going to say something funny to me when at the microphone. I love it.
Love getting a group of white women that are either on a 50th or on a bachelorette
party.
They scream, everyone screams, and then they just do their thing.
And then they buy you a drink afterwards.
Yeah, then they call you handsome, they touch your face, they do all sorts of stuff you can't do anymore, They
do that. I did not like it.
Oh man.
I don't all right. I don't know. Has this happened to y'all where you get the drinks after your set, the good job drinks, but it ain't from like a chick, it's from a dude who like not in the but not only is a dude that likes your set, but he's not he's a non-comic, but he's like one of those non-comics that really watches comedy. So you're like, oh shit, like you're wrapped up in this conversation. He's like, they're talking about like comics you've never heard of, like that. That's the worst because they're so enthusiastic. It makes it not fun. I'm like, dog, I want to talk to comics. You're not a comic.
Yeah.
And you out here, you got research. Like, yeah. I love this bit by so and so. Jammy Jams.
What's his name? He was on Opie and Anthony one time in the 80s. Like, bro, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Like somebody who's done their thesis on the rise of slapstick comedy in LA in the 90s.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's probably the worst after set experience I can possibly have. Mm-hmm. Someone talking to me about stand-up comedy, and like I very much appreciate. Like I'm appreciative. But it's the worst. It's not as fun.
Right.
I'd rather it be like someone like smash out of their mind drunk and they're like, man, good set. And then they do the whole like, you should do this one. And then like, hey, you dap them up. You say, hey, anytime you come to the city or I come to your city, please come see me. You can add me on Instagram or whatever. You do that and that's it. Or like the drunk girls that are hitting on you, be like, whatever. Thanks for the set.
That's personally my personal favorite thing is when some random dude is like, hey, nice set. And they hand you a note of like, hey man, can you do this joke? I can't do it, but can you do it?
Oh, I do that all the time. I will do other people's jokes. I don't care. If it's funny. I don't care.
I was ever handed me a joke written out.
My friend,
air fryer, it's a tiny sheet of paper, not a big like paragraph joke, but like a tiny little. They trying to do like some stupid knock joke or just like a stupid Laffy Taffy joke. They're like, hey man, I can't do this. Because it's really racial, but I feel like this is for you.
You can do it.
Oh, I do hate that. I hate the. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do this racial joke. It's clearly racist. Don't send me that shit. I should slap the taste out your mouth for showing me this.
Or you can hear him out. I had a white dude say air fryers is the whitest thing he's ever heard, and I was like, that's hilarious. And I think I'll say it instead of you. I'll say it.
Hey. My favorite little one-liner right now is from Wes Ross. He was on there earlier. He said Louisiana Tech is Cracker Grambling. That shit is so funny to me. I've been dying. It's been like 3 weeks. That's the funniest thing I've heard. Cracker Grambling. Louisiana Tech is Cracker Grambling. God, that's funny.
That's funny. That's good.
Oh my gosh!
But he's a comic, so that's different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and white people can say cracker.
Yeah, that is their word. That's their word.
They can say grambling though. We have to look that up. Can white people say grambling? Can they say that?
It ends in ing, so I think it's fair play.
All right.
I don't know. I was explaining something yesterday. There were some people. I was at a function yesterday, and someone didn't know who Dave Chappelle was, and that really deeply upset me.
Was she white?
Like, I'm not at liberty to discuss the ethnicity of said lady. But I'm gonna say she's not my skin folk. She's not my kinfolk.
I understand. That's fine. That's fair.
But that's I feel like so I understand like any newer comment. Like if someone said I don't know who Hannibal Buress is, I would understand that because like I feel like now it's so hard to be like an Eddie Murphy or a Robin Williams because they came up and their prime times was when everyone watched the same thing, you know. But nowadays it's no one like there's so many shows that you and I will never ever watch because there's 1,000 different channels and 1,000 different streaming platforms and whatever. But like I felt like Dave Chappelle was a part of that Eddie and Robin pedigree where he came up when Chappelle show was right before everything split, you know, like it was still in the golden age of being on television. If you're a hit, everyone and their mother knows what this is.
But it was still on Comedy Central. Let's not forget that. It was a tiny little off, you know, TV show that went off at like 11:30. You know, right after Chappelle show, you got Girls Gone Wild videos. It was not prime time television. It wasn't a huge station. It was just Comedy Central. So I think there's a ton of people that still haven't seen South Park. They may have heard of South Park, but that was the number 2 show on Comedy Central at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, the Chappelle show took over and then South Park was number 2. But if someone said I never watched South Park or heard of South Park, I think that'd be like equally fair.
But I will say, I think it's different between saying you've never seen or heard South Park or seen Dave Chappelle, but like the fact that you've never heard, like you didn't know he existed.
Couldn't put a name to a face.
As far as you knew, Dave Chappelle was a man from India.
That's where I was like, this is wild. Like, showed her a picture. She's like, I've never seen this man in my entire life.
I can see how someone could have never seen the shows, but I mean, heard the name. Yeah, but that's not that far away. I don't know. I don't hate it.
I mean, I think I will say though, in her defense, it may just be a cultural thing. Just because she could probably tell you all the names of the girls from the Real Housewives of Orange County.
There you go.
If you had a gun at my face and then said, I will shoot you, but if you tell me one girl from Real Housewives of Orange County, I won't. I'm probably gonna die because I don't know.
But you know what Real House of but you know what that thing is though.
I know what that thing is.
But that's what I'm saying. It didn't even register on her. That he
was a person.
Right, I got one.
That he was a famous human being. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's an unknown. So we can't really relate to it because we don't know what we don't know. There's 100% an example that is as strong as Dave Chappelle that we don't know, and we would not be able to think of it because it's an unknown.
And also,
you know, like
this
I can't think of, I've heard of, so I can't relate.
Black culture is sometimes ignored or whatever. It's not common knowledge what goes around and what's hot in our cultural circles, but what's common and mainstream in other racial ethnic white culture, pop culture, we know it regardless. I know what Green Day is. I ain't never listened to their whole album because I don't give a fuck. But I know what they is. I've never listened to a whole Green Day album, but I could tell you probably 2 songs.
I knew them from I knew Green Day from their songs, but I mainly knew Green Day from his outburst when they I forgot what concert it was, but they like had 1 minute left and like he just went on a tirade, and that's where I mainly like, oh, Green Day, I remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you a Linkin Park song Save My Life, but I know who Linkin Park is.
Mm-hmm.
I know Billie Eilish. We know all those things, but like ask a 48-year-old woman, does she know who Chief Keef is? She'd probably look at you dumb. Ask a 38-year-old woman, look at you dumb. You can ask some 28-year-old women.
Chief Keef. When was the last time Chief Keef made a song? How long was he hot? Let's be honest.
He's an icon.
Yeah, it happened like that, and it was gone.
When was the last time Linkin Park hit?
No.
Exactly.
They're probably still playing football games.
But it's the same. I feel like you don't feel me on this one.
I do feel you on it. I do.
I'm gonna leave it. Like someone tells me Nate Bargatze, I don't know a single fucking joke from Nate. No offense to the man. I don't know your jokes, dog. I know who you are. I know you're a talented comedian.
Also, Linkin Park was on Madden because they were signed to Rock.
They had the Jay-Z album.
That explains why you know it. That's not white. Jay-Z knows them.
No.
You just made a rock band that was
I'm gonna refute you right there. The reason I know him because I'm a big Transformers fan, and they were the fucking people who sang the soundtrack on Transformers.
Transformers had Tyrese in it.
Transformers did have that black
Transformer named Jazz. See Transformers for Tyrese? Get the fuck out of here. My pocket's never empty, cuz Tyrese. Get the fuck out of here, dog. I ain't gonna see that movie because Tyrese is in it. I ain't gonna give it down.
Please, no. Did y'all see Tyrese Gibbs the Django Unchained reel?
I've seen that. Wait, what?
Tyrese was on.
No, he had a audition reel that he posted on the internet. I don't know if it was like a joke. He did. Because it's a meme because there's a scene where he's like, "Wait, please, no!" And
take off the shirt.
Started singing.
It's like that Snoop Dogg audition tape that's making the rounds where he's oh man, it's funny.
Man. Yeah, fuck out here. I would never. I like Tyrese. He's cool. But
yep, that's it.
Look at this.
Man, fuck out here, Tyrese.
Look at it. What did he film this after it came out?
I don't know.
Why really? Hey, Hollywood's a motherfucker. Because you know how many other black actors sent reels just like this to agents?
I would pay money to see the audition tapes people sent to be Black Panther.
Man, I want to see what they made, what the the description was for the actors. Like, so here's what we want, kind of some shots you want to get of you. He wants you tied up in the south, southern looking place.
Hey. How comfortable are you with a white man holding your jangling? Cut it off.
Someone sent a tape in with like one of their white friends just holding their thing, and it's just like you could. That doesn't
pretend like this is uncomfortable. Pretend like you love Kerry Washington.
Pretend your friend just got killed right in front of you. What you gonna do? Wait, please, no.
Also, going back to Transformers, hey, I like Michael Bay, but that nigga is slightly racist because Jazz was definitely black, and then Jazz got
black.
killed.
The second Transformers, they had those two men, those bugs. They're like, oh, we don't do much reading.
Thanks for the Transformers, they're G-Formers, bro.
We don't do much reading. What?
And then they were in Egypt, like. Come on, man.
I hate Michael Bay as a human being and as a director.
Hey, but they did.
He ruined Transformers and Ninja Turtles.
I ain't never watched Ninja Turtles.
You don't need to.
I'm gonna watch.
It look like they black. I said I don't like this.
It looks like they're black.
At the end of the day, I think he is like. I think Michael Bay, low key, is just a simp that is trying to get. What's her name? She was the one who was
Lupita.
No, not Lupita. She was in the first Transformers. She was
Megan
the one
Fox?
Yes, Megan Fox. I think he's trying to get in her pants because
I think he got in her pants
because she's been in most of his movies, and she literally always is wearing like a tank top, like a half top. Even in Transformers, she played April O'Neil. April O'Neil is a newscaster, and she literally looked like she was from Hooters. And I'm like.
I mean, that says a lot about the newscasters in America, man. I think.
Hey, Hey, some newscasters be out here with the things thangin'.
No, I follow a few newscasters on Instagram.
I ain't that wild, sir. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm saying there's one from Atlanta, and she was on the Explore page, and I was like, "Well, how is it?" And so I decided to tap. Give a little follow.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
She's great.
I'm not gonna do that. Respectfully, I'm not gonna do that.
Respectfully,
I don't need that. Respectfully,
black man.
I've seen them on other people's shit. I said the news is wild. That's why I don't watch the news no more. You know where I get all my news?
Where?
InfoWars. That's where I go. I want to know what they be saying about us, so I go there, and I just assume everything that they say, the false of it, that like the antithesis of it, is the actual truth. So that's where I go now.
I get my news from my communist friends.
Really?
That are like just super far left. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, this is what's happening. I'm all right. Fuck them. Because I always say something I never heard of that's actually true. You know.
Also, I get my news from Twitter too. I'm not gonna lie. I've been. Yeah. I got my first block today on Twitter.
Who blocked you?
Ooh.
Oh man, yeah. I got blocked by this nigga named Omar from ESPN.
What did you say?
What?
All right. The nigga posted a video, right, of him playing Spider-Man on the new PS5 as like Miles Morales, and he's like, "It's crazy. I can find my apartment in Spider-Man," and then he the camera shifts from his like Spider-Man play to like the Empire State Building, and like in Spider-Man he was like doing the same thing, but the crazy thing was on the flat screen that he had, he still had all the plastic on it, like the peel sticker was in the corner. So I was like, everyone on the Twitter thread, they were talking about like all it was just like black Air Force Ones. Like, oh, that's where you stay? Like, everybody was doing that. So I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. So I was like, hey, dog, thanks for keeping the plastic on it. It looked like I bought it when I put it in my room. Nigga blocked me.
I see it.
I was like, yo, like, I thought that was funny. I thought Omars was supposed to stick together. This nigga just blocked me, sipping ass. I hate him.
Yo,
and I hate it because it keeps getting likes, and like I misspelled like 3 words. And normally I delete tweets, but since I got blocked, this is my tweet I got blocked for. I gotta keep it up, and people keep liking it. I'm like, God damn it! I look like a dumbass, but it was worth it. It was worth every moment of it. But I was like, how you not like that? That was a good joke. That was just funny. A good joke.
Yeah, it was
funny.
Yeah.
Also, you work for ESPN too. Take the fucking plastic off, dog. You look like you just.
What's his last name?
Raja. Yeah, he a fake. He a fake Omar.
He a fake Omar. Omar Raja.
Hey. Yeah, I got a coalition of the willing. We about to ride out. We about to ride out, man, and kick him out of this association. Yeah.
That's funny though, bro. Yeah. That's stupid.
That's my first. Hey, that's my first block. I was like, you know what? Fuck him. I'm good with it.
I'm trying to get on Twitter. That'll be fun.
See, that's a weird thing for me is like some people's blocking energy is different. Because for me, I sent 2 tweets to OJ Simpson. I said, actually no, it was 3. I said, you killed your wife. I want my fade. And then I said, you ain't real. And he still hasn't blocked me.
That's because he has his.
He's gonna kill you. He needs to know your location,
bro. He's pinging your shit right now.
OJ, don't forget. Juice don't forget. I bet he can still run really quickly too. He gonna run up on you one day, and I ain't gonna be able to stop him.
He has a Heisman.
He does have a Heisman.
He has a Heisman and a body count.
And a lawyer.
Yes.
A lawyer.
Yes.
Watch out.
Yes. But you're trying to get blocked by him? Is that?
No. I'm just like, oh. I was like, I didn't expect to get blocked by him. I also expected him to respond. And it's like, I didn't do it. But if I did, here's my book.
Who? All right. So he's like your top person that you want to respond to you on Twitter?
No. I would say he is top 50.
Who's your top 2 that you want to respond to? Marcus too. I want to hear this.
Well, see,
this is my last question for sure.
I'm a realist, so I try to tweet at people that have a following that I'm like a fan of, but like they don't have as big of a following that they wouldn't respond. So I follow, who is this guy? I forgot his last name, but his name's Alex. He's a social media marketing guy for a record company that I've been into for a little bit. And he was talking about socks, that he sleeps in his socks. And I want y'all's opinion.
You can't trust him. You can't trust that.
For me, I came at him like, man, to each his own, but I'm not about that. I'm not about wearing socks and when I'm sleeping. And he said that's a New York thing. And I'm like,
no, it ain't. I've slept in New York. It was in the winter.
Marcus, what you think? Do you sleep in your socks?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
I will fold my comforter around my feet. And that's what I do.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make yourself into a little hot pocket burrito situation.
Who's wearing socks?
I hate it.
This guy I follow, he wears his socks when he's sleeping. He goes full pro combat shirt and shorts and then socks.
You know a lot.
Like he's trying to wake up and then shoot threes.
That whole image stank.
Yeah.
Stank. You know what? You know what else? You know what else he does? He sleeps alone because he don't get no type of hose with that kind of box going to bed. that boy don't get no kind of cutty.
Hey, his TV sit on the ground.
Yeah, man. You still got the plastic on it, dog.
Yeah.
Out here. Hey, you can do better. You can do better. All right, Marcus, who's your top? You wish they would like respond to one of your tweets?
Jordan Peele.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I want Shannon Sharpe.
Oh,
I need Shannon Sharpe to respond to one of my things one day. Like, I think a year or so ago, I was thinking about it. I was like, I really want to play a game of spades with Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless, but have them on opposite teams. I just want to watch. I just want to be there to learn.
I think Skip Bayless reneges a lot. I feel like it. I feel like Skip Bayless is the type to renege a lot.
Skip Bayless rides. He is a dick rider. Like in the worst way, because Shannon cap for LeBron, which is fine, but Skip, he's so irrational. I hate it. Like I like Skip when he's actually serious and he's not like on that bullshit. But yeah, I need Unc to respond to one of my tweets one day.
I would need, in terms of, I have different responding types. So I have realists who would actually respond. I also have who I would like to respond to, but I'd like to develop a rapport with them and like work with them. But then I also have just who I'd like to just respond. Who I'd like to just respond to me. I would say, definitely Dave Chappelle, obviously.
He's not on.
He on Twitter.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, he would be.
Yeah, that'd be
probably
cool.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
If I don't need that.
I don't know.
What's he gonna be?
I talked a lot of slander. I talked a lot of slander about him recently. He don't want to talk to me.
I am going to be completely honest. Do y'all watch the games?
No.
I haven't supported the NFL, like really, real talk.
Oh, so do y'all know who Taysom Hill is?
Kaepernick.
I know what everything. I know what's going on because I'll be watching SportsCenter and shit. But I don't actively watch the games that much. I might watch 2 games a season for the last like 2-3 years. If they on where I'm at, whatever. But like, I'm not about to sit there giving my money and my attention.
My pops watches them. Anytime they put Taysom Hill in on a third down, I stop watching.
That boy want to be a quarterback so bad.
Yeah, figure it out.
If he tries to go full quarterback, they gonna give him that Tebow treatment. He gonna end up in double A's playing baseball. That's what's gonna happen.
Could be.
No, he's too good. He's too good to do that. But
I mean, he's good. But if he just like, man, I don't want to play none of this stuff no more, man. I want to go full quarterback. If you don't give me a quarterback contract, that's it. Then. Goodbye.
Bye.
So long, farewell. What do they say in Sound of Music? Auf Wiedersehen, good night.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Yeah.
Look, I don't care nothing about the NFL. NBA comes back in a month, so
Lakers,
right.
Lakers won.
Y'all see Steph Curry's new hair?
Oh man, yeah, he need to cut that shit off.
All-Star MVP and league MVP is coming with that new cut.
Wait, did y'all hear the new speculation where James is going? James Harden,
the Nets, yeah.
That shit gonna work. He's gonna ruin the Nets. He's gonna ruin the Nets.
Yeah,
they have a better shot just Kyrie and KD than they do with James Harden on there.
Why would you say that?
He's too ball dominant. He's too ball dominant, and like he's not who's gonna be the facilitator? Kyrie. Kyrie ball dominant. KD, he's gonna be passing the ball around. No, they all like to be fed the ball.
Bro, KD, he had his most efficient year playing for the Warriors because he didn't demand the ball.
He didn't demand the ball, but he was also not the facilitator. Who's going to facilitate that team?
Yeah, all right. Who is going to pass? Steve Nash, isn't he?
Yeah, Steve Nash will come off and start passing the ball. Man,
he might be able to teach somebody. Teach Kyrie how to be a good point guard.
No, them niggas too old for that. That's what I'm saying. Like James Harden, I love James Harden. He don't work well with them. We've seen what that looks like. It ain't gonna make it. James Harden needs just a whole bunch of shooters and then him. He don't need no stars besides himself.
He should go
He should go where?
The Bucks.
I can see that working out, but that's not a good market for him. He gonna stay in Houston. He ain't going nowhere. He gonna live and die in Houston. And I honestly, I don't think James Harden nor Russell Westbrook will get a ring before the end of their careers.
Wow, that's tough.
Think about it.
You're probably true, bro. You're probably right.
They're superstars. They're gonna want to be maxed out. Mm-hmm. All the teams that are primed for rings already have people that do what they do, and it ain't gonna work. I don't think so.
Probably not. But then again, it is gonna be entertaining. We're gonna get some cool little highlights out of them.
Yeah. I think Lakers repeat or Warriors.
I like our Warriors, man. Always have, always will.
I have never said anything bad about the Warriors. The boys can. There's the only reason I think they would have been considered. I consider them one of the greatest teams of all time. Yeah. I think the only reason why people try to be sleeping on them is because they lost that 73 win season to LeBron. But I mean, it's also LeBron who's also, if not greatest player of all time, top 3. So, but yeah, I have a high suspicion that they might be putting niggas on notice next year because they've had a long break. And you see what LeBron looked like after a small break. Mm-hmm. And I think KD, not KD. I think Steph and Clay and Draymond, they out here just all right.
Let's not forget Wiggins.
I don't care about Andrew Wiggins.
Hey,
he gonna be on the team, but I mean,
he's a starter. Don't matter, man.
He a role player now. He ain't doing shit.
He's not the net guy.
After my man Jimmy Buckets was like, man, fuck these guys, fuck Andrew Wiggins for everybody. I'm out of here. I was like, I don't believe in him. If Jimmy Buckets don't believe in him, I don't believe in him.
Yeah.
Do you think the Heat can at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah. Yeah. They have everything they need. They have everything they need. They got there for a reason. And Tyler Hero and all them, those are certified stars. And they're going to be a problem. The only team that I see, it's going to be interesting to see what Doc does. Raptors, it's going to be 76ers, Raptors, Nets, Heat, Celtics coming out of the East.
You don't think the Bucks are going to come out the East?
I don't give a fuck about the Bucks. We've seen what the Bucks can do. They gonna get out real quick. Put the Bucks up there. Fine. Put the Bucks. That's still what? That's 8. Is that 8? Is that 8?
Yeah, no. I think
Sixers, Heat, Bucks, Raptors,
Toronto,
Nets. I already said Raptors.
Oh, you said Raptors.
I said Heat, Bucks, Raptors, Nets, Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Put 2 more East teams in there.
What? Atlanta, Orlando, ooh. Memphis. Ooh, they're in the West, ain't
they? Exactly, man. Get the East out of here, dog.
Ooh, New Orleans.
We're West.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Western Conference.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought we were in the East.
The West.
If New Orleans was in the East, they fucking went to the championship.
You think so?
New Orleans.
You been watching too much Sports Center, bro. You tripping?
No. All right, I'll put it like this.
Yeah.
If Anthony Davis, Anthony Davis and Rajon Rondo and Boogie Cousins were on the New Orleans Pelicans, if they were in the East, I think they would have went to the conference finals. I seen many of those games in person. They were balling their ass off.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
The West is hard for a reason.
I say the same thing about the Bucks, and people call me crazy, so I think you sound stupid too. You know,
the Bucks don't do anything. They do all this shit in the regular season, and then they get to the playoffs, and then what happens to them? They get exposed.
Say the same thing about the Pelicans, but with less in the regular season. How you sound, man?
It's proven. It's proven.
How you sound, bro?
I think I have more faith in the Pelicans than I do the Bucks.
What? I don't know about that.
What do you say?
I am from Louisiana.
Right,
you would make it.
I'd make a bet right now on this podcast.
That
Pelicans would have a better postseason than the Bucks.
It's gonna be the exact same postseason as it has been.
Pelicans are my dark horse.
Okay, bro.
I believe in I really do believe in the Pelicans.
Won't bow down.
Why?
Hashtag won't bow down.
I'm joking.
I'm a Lakers fan. Right. Pelicans are basically half the Lakers whole team.
I put 50 on it. Bucks have a better
50 that the Bucks have a better postseason next year than the Pelicans.
Oh yeah.
That's a bet.
All right, I gotta shake your hand next time I see you.
Hey, yeah, we shake my hand and then look, make a reminder for next day.
Trust me, whoever's winning at the time is gonna remember because we're gonna think I made a bet, didn't I? And I'm gonna get a phone call, or you're gonna get a phone call, and we'll remember that way. But yeah, send a reminder.
Hey, that's it. I like my chances, dog. We got Zoe. We got JJ Redick,
Zion
Holiday. We got Zion. We got BI. I'm happy. And we got old boy, the new coach. That's all we need. Alvin Gentry was good. He just couldn't get us. He couldn't get us over the hump, and he had too many stars on that team not to do it. So he had Anthony Davis for fucking forever. He should have been able to make it. So. We'll see.
I'm on a show tonight. You know that?
Really? What show?
This is. I
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's one of those secret location DM for info kind of shows, like a speakeasy show. Yeah, at midnight. It's gonna be cool. I wish I could. I wish be like, hey, come here. I can't. It's at someone's house. You know.
Yeah, I want to be on. I want to get on one of those shows. I'm gonna start reaching out.
I can put you on give the right person to talk to.
Yeah, do that.
It's gonna be weird though, like midnight show.
No, those are fun, man. I love late shows.
Sunday though.
Sunday fun day. I miss doing the Sunday fun day runs in New Orleans, man.
Oh right,
Michael Daddy and Garrett. I seen Garrett. He came up to the mic this week.
Who's it on?
Yep.
Okay, I like Garrett.
It's good. It was good. He was there Wednesday. So Yeah, man, I miss all y'all. I'm gonna come down there unless they shut it down. So, but man, I think that was good. I think we got a lot of stuff covered. I know it's getting late. I don't want you to be too late and too tired before your midnight show.
Man, no option, bro. I'm gonna be tired regardless.
You can take a nap. Take a nap in your car outside the venue.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna be in the worst feeling. I'm gonna have the worst feeling if I do that.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna bomb.
Hey, I've done that. I've definitely been tired for a show. Yeah, I'd pull up, take a nap in my car, just a little 15-minute, just. Next thing you know, my alarm go off, ready to go. Drink a ginger beer, I'm straight.
Ginger beer. Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Jeremiah, you have any other questions?
No, I mean, I'm good. Do you?
All right.
Catch Marcus, me with that other show that I plugged every other Friday, Maxwell, 6 p.m. You can catch some music, get some vegan food. I'll be telling jokes, and I'll have 1 or 2 other comics with me. Outside of that, we're starting an open mic on Saturdays at the Domino in the backyard. Since 3.3 started or whatever, 3.4. Open mic starts at 8. Sign up 7:30. Y'all should come through. Say what's up. But
all right, big bet. Where can people find you on the social media? So they can find you on Twitter, Instagram, and all that.
Instagram and Twitter is at It's Marcus LOL. So you got to put the It's at It's Marcus LOL. Put it in the comments. I don't know if anybody can see the comms, but
we'll put it in the description.
Put it in the description. That's me. I put y'all. Now y'all can see it. But yeah, Twitter and Instagram, same thing. I'll make fun of you. Try to get blocked.
Yeah. All right, man. I really appreciate you being on this. Can't wait to see you. I'm gonna come through real soon. The next couple of weeks, we'll kick it. We'll play dominoes. Have a nice little afternoon. Maybe do one of these shows.
Yeah, bro. I'll drive up too soon.
All right. No, it's my turn to visit. It's my turn to visit.
It is. Damn it. Yeah, come see me and Mike. Well, he's my roommate now.
I'm coming.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
You, Mike, and the whole fam.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come there. I know y'all got fun. Y'all gonna have a whole bunch of fun. All right. That has been the latest episode of Open the Mic. Thank you so very much for watching. You guys can find us at noshowcomedy.com/Open the Mic for all episodes, or go to our Facebook, YouTube. You can watch some of these episodes there as well. This has been Jeremiah, Marcus Bond, Omar Finley. Have a great evening. That's it.